Hello and welcome to the Low Budget Talk Show. I'm your host, Quinten Fleming, and tonight we have a very special topic for you, ladies and gentlemen. We are going to be talking about World War II, and more specifically, the war with Japan in the Pacific. See, most people, when they think of World War II, they think of the conflict with Japan, with Germany, and the rest of Europe. But there's more. There's also the war in the East. So while this was going on in the West, cut to the
Allies!
Nazis!
Allies!
Nazis!
Allies are way better than
No,
Nazis!
Nazis!
Allies!
Nazis!
Ah!
yeah, that's pretty crazy, right? Europe. This was going on in the East.
World War I is finally over. I should feel happy, but instead I'm filled with rage! I was treated poorly in the Treaty of Versailles, and now I want revenge. I'm going to take over all the Pacific, and soon, the world! First, I'll start with Manchuria.
What are you doing? We just ended World War I.
La 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 la, I can't
Bruh,
hear you.
dude,
What?
you know what? No more machine or oil.
What? But I like machine and oil.
Screw you.
How dare you take machine and oil from me? I'm gonna destroy Pearl Harbor.
No, my face.
Yes, the war in the Pacific. Japan is beginning as an empire, and the United States is the only thing standing between Japan and the Pacific Islands, as well as the rest of Asia. And now, welcome to the stage, our star guest, the United States. Ew, I'm not shaking your hand, it's covered in oil. So tell me, why don't you want Japan taking you over the Pacific?
Well, I mean, so first of all, we have the Philippines, and we don't want Japan taking that. That's ours, you know? Second of all, we need Australia at least, and they're trying to close that gap. We need Australia to have a stronghold in Asia. Third of all, we don't want Japan to get so much control in Asia that they can take over China, Russia, and eventually us.
Interesting stuff. So what's Japan heading into this war?
Well, we already have the Philippines, so we're trying to stay pretty defensive because that will allow us to push back against Japan when we need to.
Alright, so one more question for you, America. Do you think you can win this war alone?
Honestly, not really, because we have Germany to worry about on the other side. That's going to make it tough to fight both wars at once on our own. We're going to definitely need some allies.
Well, that's interesting. It sounds like coward talk to me, but whatever. So, thanks for coming on to the show tonight, yeah. I'm not touching your hand. Alright, so now on to the rival country, Japan. No. So Japan, so far, you've taken the upper hand in the battle. How are you planning to stay in the power?
Well, I'll just keep doing what I've been doing, keeping the pressure. I've been keeping control this whole time. All I gotta do is go bang, 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 right in their face, and they can't stop me.
Alright, sounds like a fun strategy. I like the way you think. You're not a coward. But, what are you gonna take? In what order? What's the idea here?
So, well, I've already taken over Korea, so now I'm going to start taking over all of the Pacific, which includes the Philippines and Indonesia. Then I'm going to go take China, and then I'm going to go help Hitler take Russia, and then I'll be, like, the leader of the world, basically.
That's... like... Ladies and gentlemen, Japan! The U.S. and... I touched him. Oh, God. Oh. Okay, well... Anyways, U.S. and Japan are taking very different approaches to this war. Let's see who wins out. I'm your host, Professor Thunder Smasher.
Tired of others opposing your opinion?
Mm-hmm.
Try the all-new totalitarianism.
Ding.
Now with more complete domination. Available for claim in countries near you. Caution, side effects may include execution, uprising, rebellion, and civil war. Rule responsibly.
That's it. We're going to war.
Now they're at war, that's
No!
fine now.
My Philippines, MacArthur.
Now I have the Philippines, I'm also going to take Indonesia and New Guinea. Now, I'm going to go secretly take the Midway Islands.
Oh no! I knew you're here. Get out of here.
Well, the Midway was a disaster. Now I'm gonna go try and take New Guinea.
America, they're coming kind of close, mate.
Who the heck are you?
Oh, Australia, mate.
Well, I'm coming for you too, son.
To stop Japan from getting to Australia, we gotta build a defense around Australia and New Guinea.
Hey, I'm taking the Guatemala Canal.
No, you're not. Get out of here. Hey, get out of my face.
6 months later.
Blah, 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 blah.
None of my plans are working. The only thing left for me to do is start suicide bombing.
No, no, stop. They're not gonna surrender. They're not gonna give up. I have one option. Fat man, little boy. Let's see how this goes.
Oh, God! Oh!
They're not gonna surrender. One more option. Akura, here I come. Oh, can't get a clear spot. Secondary.
Oh, my God! Oh! Right, America, you win. I surrender, as long as you don't bomb me anymore.
No more world domination.
Yes.
But we'll help you recover.
Thank you.
So, now that the conflict has been resolved in the Pacific, welcome back our special guest, Japan. So, now that you finally surrendered, how do you think you did?
Well, at the beginning of the war, we came out really strong. We were pushing them out. We got a ton of islands. We got the Philippines, Indonesia. We almost got New Guinea. But then kind of what happened is we got a little bit too cocky. We went for the Midway, which was a complete disaster. Then we lost New Guinea. And then, without us expecting it, they completely bombed us in Nagasaki and Hiroshima.
So, America, I know that I basically already asked this question to Japan, but I want to know, how do you feel you performed in this war?
Well, it started off pretty weak, to be honest. We let them take a lot of land without putting much of a fight back. But once we saw it as an actual problem, we fought back, we took the initiative, and we were able to win in the end.
You came back strong after a weak start. I like it. So, America, one last question. A lot of citizens and other people around the world are talking about how it may have been a moral and a bad decision for you to bomb Japan with the atomic bomb. Why? Tell me why you did it.
It was a really, really tough decision. I mean, to think about all the lives lost in other ways that could have been prevented. But in the end, we realized there were no way to prevent those lives. It would have taken years, if ever, for Japan to surrender. And many, many lives lost. And to finish the war that quickly, it had to be done.
Alright, well done, America, and congratulations.
Thank you. Joanna,
Nope, I can't do it. I can't do it. Oh, hi, I didn't see you there. Well, that's our show for the night on War in the Pacific. Join us next week for our show. Space Sharks with Lasers. Is your child abusing them? I'm your host, Professor Thunder Smasher. See you next week.
World War I is finally over. I should feel happy, but instead I'm filled with rage!
No. It has to be like completely nonchalant, just like looking off into the distance. And now, welcome to the stage, our star guest, the United States. Welcome to the show. Ew, I'm not touching your hand.
You have to shake my hand, oh my god!
And New Guinea.
I know, don't break the apple.
Welcome, United States. You're on live.
Were we doing it?
No!
Get out of here! Hi.
Huh, interesting. I wasn't really listening, but I assume it was.
Man, none of my plans are working! Can you shut up?
These suicide bombers are gonna stop. I can tell that.
Join us next week for our story on space sharks with lasers. Are they in your toilet?